Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video I would like to discuss my pregnancy journey and how my labor was, and the first 48 hours with my newborn, and the first 48 hours I experienced after having my baby. I hope you guys will enjoy this video today, and hope how is your day going. I hope your day is going good, and my day is also going good. I had to make the baby sleep before I could be able to do this video. So I took in 2018. That was in February, but before then I took in 2017, in September, end of September 2017, and I was confirmed pregnant. So the pregnancy was not really funny because I had a lot of morning sickness, and first time experiencing winter in the UK because I had to join my husband here in the UK. So I experienced my first winter here, and that was in 2017. The winter was serious, was severe. So I I had the morning sickness, and I could not eat, I could not drink well, and eventually in 2017 December, ending of December, I lost the pregnancy, which I was 13 weeks pregnant. So, and the doctor advised I should wait and try. I should wait for my next period before I could try for. So, and in 2018 February, I took in, and at 6 weeks my morning sickness started, and I caught flu at the same time. Imagine you having flu at the same time pregnant. I could not treat the flu, I could not treat it. I was just managing the flu, and immediately I started vomiting, and the vomit was so serious, to the extent I had to be rushed to the hospital. We called the ambulance, and the ambulance came, took me to the hospital. And when the gynae doctor saw me, the doctor said I'm fine and the baby is fine. So the journey continued. I continued with the morning sickness. I was managing the morning sickness to the extent I could not speak. If I talk for a second, I will have to keep spitting and spitting. So I always carry a container with me that I could use to spit whenever I feel like spitting, because I hardly talk then. So what really helped me then, I during the morning sickness that I could not talk, was I had to look for a remedy. And then whenever I take ordinary water, I always feel like throwing up and spitting at the same time. So I tried the ginger remedy, it didn't work for me. So I now thought of using lemon, because I always feel like taking something sour. So I felt lemon should help. So I used the lemon and iced water. Imagine during the cold weather, I used lemon and iced water, and it really helped me. I used it, and until when it was time for me, I was supposed to be due in November, 1st November, but I was overdue with a week. So I was booked for my induction. That was when I was 40 weeks, my 40 weeks appointment. I went to the hospital, and I was booked for my induction. That would be in the on the 8th of November, and that means I was 41 weeks then. So on that day, I went into the hospital, went with my husband, packed my hospital bag, and when I got there, I was eventually induced. I was thinking induction is just give someone injection and the labor will just start up immediately. But to my greatest surprise, induction was something different. So I was given Propes? Propes was inserted inside me, and the labor didn't start. I didn't feel any pain, so the midwife advised I should just walk around. Maybe it could help with the labor, the contraction. So I think in the evening, myself and my husband, we had to walk. In fact, we walked for like 4 hours. If you know St. George's very well, we walked from Tooting Broadway. We walked to Balam just to make the labor start, but the labor didn't start, and we got back to the hospital waiting for it, and other women that were induced same place with me. Some of them, they will come, I came before them, they will come, they will leave. So it was just like my labor doesn't want to start. So there was a slogan I was using then. I said the baby is scared of winter, because winter had already started a little then. So I said the baby is scared of winter, that is why he doesn't want to come out, because inside me should be warm for him. So eventually, to fast forward it, on the 4th day after I was induced, that was on a Saturday. I was induced on a Thursday. So on Friday, the labor started, because another midwife had to do a sweep for me. So the labor started a bit, and I had to go to take warm bath, and I kept walking around just to make sure. I just want to meet the baby. That was all I was eager for. I was eager to meet him. So I kept walking around, doing all sorts of things just to make sure the labor starts. But the main time the labor started was on a Saturday. That was on the 10th of November. The labor started, and I could not bear it. So I was 5 centimeter gone. So I had to be taken to the labor ward. So I was taken there, and I was there struggling. I was given all the pain relief, petidine, the petidine injection, gas and air, and codeine. They all didn't work for me, and I was struggling with the pain. So they advised me to use the gas and air. I should just continue with the gas and air. Suddenly, backache, serious backache started. I didn't know what was the cause of the backache. So with that backache, when the labor starts, there's no way I'll be able to push, because I could not sit, I could not lie down, I could not stand. I was just struggling with it. In fact, at a point, I had to transfer aggression to my husband. My husband was scared at the point, because he was the one holding the gas and air for me. So at a point, I was like, everything was not working for me. The gas and air, like, I was just suffering myself, inhaling it, but it wasn't working. So the next thing was just to opt for epidural, and that was what I never wanted. Epidural was what I opted for. My husband was scared, because it has to do with the spine. So, and if it goes wrong, that means I will have problem with my spinal cord. So my husband was scared, and eventually I had the epidural, and that was when I was able to sleep. And when I woke up at 4 a.m., that was Sunday morning, 4 a.m. on the 11th, I felt like using the toilet to do the number two. I was like, I want to use the toilet, I want to use the toilet. The midwife said, no, just hold it there. I said, I want to use the toilet. So she said I should hold on for like an hour, because she checked me and she said I'm just 9 centimeter, that I need to be 10 centimeter before I could start pushing. So eventually, when it was 5, I started pushing. I pushed and pushed and pushed, and I was thinking it's something simple, like pushing, just push and the baby will just come out. They kept saying the baby's head, they could see the baby's head. I was like, can this head come out for me to rest? Because I was exhausted already by then. So I pushed and pushed, and eventually I pushed around 6:08. The baby's head just popped out, and it was just like they took a heavy load off me, and the whole joy, like having my baby on my arms, like I was so happy. And I told them during my birth plan, I said I wanted skin to skin. So we did the skin to skin with my baby, and the midwife took him, cleaned him up, and brought him back. So the struggle started to breastfeed. I needed to give the baby the first breast milk, which is colostrum, and I could not, the baby could not suck it, so I had to express it, and the breast was already sore by then. So I expressed, the midwife came, she helped me to express it, and she used syringe to give it to the baby. So by then I felt like, okay, after the childbirth, I want to have photo with my baby and my husband. So but every plan I had then was just the plan I had, like to snap the baby shots and all that. The plan was just I could not do it because I was exhausted. So I just had to change the baby to just have his own first baby shot. So, and the next one was that was, I thought everything would just go normal after the childbirth, but I never knew my bladder would be so weak. So any little thing was just I will like pee will just come out of me, and I bled a lot. So I had to use the pad always, just to make sure I don't get stained, because the blood that came out, it's necessary for the blood to come out. So I used the pad, and I never knew I was supposed to do the pelvic floor exercise. All I was just after was I had my baby with me, and I was so excited. I couldn't sleep at night. I was just staring at him on the bed when we were taken to the room where, after giving birth, the room where you could rest before you be discharged. So I was just staring at the baby. I could not sleep. Just the anxiety of having my baby, like, could this be me? Is this coming out from me? Because I was looking at the head and the place it was coming out from, like, is this real? So the battle started when we got home. We were discharged the next day, because the baby came out, I didn't have any tear. I was okay to be discharged, so I was discharged the next day. And when I got home, it all started because I didn't know I was supposed to um not to wake a sleeping baby up. Yeah, when a baby is sleeping, you shouldn't wake a baby up. So I felt he will be wet, he will need to eat, like, because I was struggling with breastfeeding at first. So it was the midwife and the health visitor that showed me the right way to breastfeed the baby, and the baby was able to breastfeed. So I was so eager to see the baby always sucking, not knowing that they take their own time to suck. So when the baby is sleeping, I'll wake the baby up, come and eat. And when he's sleeping, I'll also wake him up. Oh, he's wet by now, I should change his pampers, I should do this, I should do that. And that was not unnecessary for me to do. So, and when I discovered I was supposed not to wake him up when he's sleeping, when he wakes up I can do all that. I'm supposed to be sleeping when he's sleeping, because when he wakes up he will need all of my attention. And I was able to discover all this all by myself, because I was all alone with my husband. I don't have an elderly person around to, okay, tell me this is what you're supposed to do, don't do this, do this. And when it came to taking care of myself, like bathing myself, nobody to bath me, and I was so weak, I just had to pick up myself, do it all myself. And here I am. My baby is I think he's going to 4 months old now, and I'm so happy that I was able to do all this. And I'm using this video to encourage someone who maybe you're scared of childbirth. It depends on how you take it, but what I saw was it was normal for me, because I took fear out of me. I took it away from my mind, because if you say you want to see, like, take it the way it is, the fear will not allow you. And that is why most people, maybe I'm not castigating anyone, but maybe that is why some people end up having a CS, and that one is different from those with complications. But those without complication, that is why they end up having a CS, because they feel they can't push. When you have that goal in you, when you determine in you that I'm going to push this baby out, I don't need any aid to push this baby out, definitely you're going to do it. And taking care of a baby is, those our parents that did it, they also learned it. Is not that someone taught them, they had to learn all them by themselves. So we should try, and by God's grace, I know God will help us all, and we'll be able to do it, and we'll carry our bundle of joy. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, sorry, this is my first time doing a live video, so I'm kind of nervous. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to click the thumbs up, the like button, and comment. Maybe as a new mom, there are some things I must have said that is unnecessary. You can comment in my comment section, tell me what I need to develop on my YouTube channel, and I will really appreciate it. And I also have another video to make. If you could see, I'm just tying a scarf. I want to do a DIY video. I want to braid my hair. We in the UK here, hair is very expensive, so we just have to do it ourselves, because if I want to make a nice braid, I'll have to spend almost 70 pounds, which is quite a lot. So I have to save that. I have to save that for the family, being that we have an addition to us, so I need to do it myself. So in my next video, I guess by tomorrow, I should be able to post the video of the braid, and to teach you how to braid yourself, because it's just all about determination. So determine to do it, and you'll see yourself doing it. So catch you in my next video. See you guys. Bye.